My name is Anthony Naranja. I'm the captain of the U.S. fly fishing team. I've been captain of the U.S. team since 2005. A little history on the team is the U.S. team's been around actually since 1981, and from that point on, the first World Championships that the U.S. team competed in was in 1988 in Tasmania, Australia. From that point, the history of competitive fly fishing in the United States has been pretty small. And it wasn't really until the early 2000s, 2002, 2003, when we started seeing more competition angling happening in the United States with the ESPN Great Outdoor Games, with the Fly Fishing Masters. The U.S. team started looking to those that had more of a competitive mindset. Why are the U.S. team guys so difficult to beat? And you know, not only are they fishing a lot, most of these guys are probably fishing 2-3 times a week, if not more than that. They're working on everything from not only hooking fish, but working on fly patterns, working on hooks, working on nets, working on landing rate, working on set rate. There's so many things to this. But as captain of the U.S. team, my job is to go and find competitive anglers. The way right now, as far as to make the U.S. team, there's a series of things that has to happen, and to start that process, obviously understanding the rules and the formats for competitive fly fishing is probably the #1 key. As a newcomer to competitive angling, I think the best thing that you can do is understand the rules, because the last thing you want to happen is whether that's a penalty because a fish won't count, or something happens that you do catch fish and you're not able to score those because of not understanding the rules. So I think go and understand the rules. You can do that at the FIPSMOOSH website, which our governing body is called FIPSMOOSH, and you can go to their website online and understand, print all the rules out and understand how to fish in this format. The second thing would be to go to our website, which is flyfishingteamusa.com, and you can start to understand when and where the circuit of competitions will be. Again, in order to make this team, you have to score enough points throughout the regional qualifiers and the national championships to be able to make the team. I'll tell you the difference that I see between guys that typically make the U.S. team and guys that are close and guys that really aren't there at this particular point is 90% of this game is mental. One of the things that I tell people, if they're going to try to come out, they understand the rules, they understand how this works, is go to waters and fish waters. Not that, one of the most spoiling things that we have here in the States is that we've got so much water to be able to go and fish. You can walk hole after hole. Here we're on the South Platte in the middle of Denver, and yet we still have 5-6 holes here that we can fish through. What it's going to take to be competitive in an international type of competition is going in and plopping yourself in maybe a 50-yard section of water and only fishing that section of water all day long. Try to catch as many fish that you can in that 50-yard section of water. After you've done it, go do it again, and go do it again, and go do it again. And I think from that standpoint, the mental stability and the confidence that you'll garnish from that is not only are you catching the easy fish, but you're going to find a way to catch the hard fish as well, and fish that have been fished over very, very much. If that's not the alternative, find the most pressured water that you can find. Here in Colorado, again, the South Platte, the Big T, a lot of the front range waters that we have, go to those and fish after people have fished them. Don't go to water that hasn't been touched for a couple days, but go to water that gets pressured. And I think from that standpoint, put yourself on the clock. Give yourself 3 hours to fish, from 9 till noon and from 1 until 4 or 2 to 5, and make sure that you can fish in those type of constraints within those rules. Practice those. Put yourself in that role play. And hopefully when you get to a regional, when you get to a national championships, and if you get to a world championships, this is not a foreign game to you. This is like your backhand. We look forward to bringing home something. Hopefully that's one of the 3 medals, top team finishes in the world championships. And you can follow us on the web. You can follow us through SmileCreek.com. We'll be streaming video through that. We will have a camera crew there with us in Italy. We'll be doing podcasts from there, so hopefully you'll get daily updates at SmileCreek.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook as well at flyfishingteamusa.com, which is going to direct you right to our Facebook page. And so hopefully we'll be able to report some very good news for everybody as we come back in early September.